Hello, this is Noreen Crone-Findlay from TottyTalksCrafts.com. Years ago, I designed this spool knitted and then woven heart, and I wasn't happy how time has passed, and so the pattern was needing to be upgraded and updated. So I designed a whole new way of making the heart, and so I've just rewritten completely the pattern for the spool knitted heart. And I also, let's put this one here because it shows up better. I also did a smaller version of a heart made with Lucet cord. Let's see, there, that shows up better. Now this butterfly that I've sewn on is one I've had for ever. So your heart will look like this, and then when you're done, and then you will embellish it however you want. While I was doing that design process, let me just chuck those out of the way, I came up with some really fun ways of doing very super simple hearts using Lucet cords or spool knitting. And so I thought, well, these are so much fun and so quick and so easy that I would make a video showing you how to do it. This one I did with spool knitting. Oh, let's go down closer. Okay, this little one is with spool knitting. The rest of them are with Lucet cord. You can use either one, either spool knitting or Lucet cord. Let's start with the bigger hearts. Just, oh my gosh, they are so easy. You'll need a needle and thread, and normally you'd use thread or yarn from the heart that you're making, but I wanted to be able to have it show up in the video, so that's why I'm using contrasting thread. Now these larger hearts, you can hang them from, leave them as a token somewhere so that someone will come along, and if you put a note on it saying, here's a little kindness, here's a little love, have a lovely day, leave it hanging on a tree for someone or on a fence, or sew it onto a bag or a backpack or a jacket. You can do all kinds of things with them. Okay, so I did them with they can be really, you can make your heart almost any size. These two were done with cord that was about 20 inches long. And so what you're going to do is take and fold your cord in half first, and then to make the point of the heart, you stitch this together so that, stitch the point where they join, stitch them together and pull it up really quite tightly to make that V. And then if you want to stitch a button or something on, now's the time to do it while you've got the thread happily here, or a bead, or whatever you'd like to embellish it with. I'm going to just leave it plain for now, and then I'm going to stitch in place a couple of times just to secure it, and then I'll take my thread through and snip. Hopefully I didn't drift out of range while I was doing that. It's always so embarrassing to go, watching so closely what I'm doing and gazing past the camera and tripod, and then I'm out of screen. Ugh, it happens. I apologize. Now, the next part is you take and you're going to fold your ends down, and there you go. There's the heart shape. So we'll just fold that one back, and I have a needle here. I'm going to divide the ends in half, because this one, the Lucet cord that I used to make this cord with, I used, oh gosh, about 10 strands of yarn, very thin yarn held together. So I'm going to divide that in half to make the so that at the top will get woven up to make a hanger, and this one I'm going to take down. I'm going to use it to stitch this end in. Okay, come through there, little end, and I will take another stitch through the cord here. And there we go. And now I'm going to just weave. I'll stitch down, because I'm going to make these ones have a tassel on the end, and they are made, the tassel is made by taking, I just flung that across. Whoops. Okay, so the tassel is made by stitching down to the point and taking these yarn ends down. The tassel is completely optional. If you don't want it, don't do it. Okay, so that end goes there. I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to divide them in half, and now I'll take that end over there, and now I'm going to take that down to, and that end will go up, take that end down and line up where the other one went and go in at the same place on the second half of the heart. So I take my end, line them up so I can see, and I go through and then pull up, and then you can take a second stitch just to make sure it's super sturdy. Pull it up and through, and that one came out of the thread, the needle came out, the yarn came out of the needle. Thank you very much. So we'll just thread that back in and take this end back down and come out at the tip. If you want to add more strands to make a thicker tassel, you can certainly do that, or you can just tie these ends in a knot at the tip and work them back to the tip and trim. There we go. And now I'm going to thread these ends up and cross your heart here and go in and through the top layer and out through the back and come out. And now you're going to do the same thing here. Thread your needle in and up, and this time you're going to go through the back one, the one that's under, and you're going to come forward at the front. Now tie a knot with your ends at the dip of the heart there. That was over, under, and through, over, under, and through. And now, if you don't want to have the yarn as your hanger, then just weave your ends in. But I like having the yarn as a hanger. It works really nicely. So I just do an overhand knot, push all the ends over, under, and through, and pull up. Oh, and if you want, you can slide those ends into a bead here at the point, at where they cross. And there you go. There's the how to do the larger heart. Simple as can be. Isn't that great? I love it. Okay, and now to do the smaller hearts. The smaller hearts can be 4 to 6 inches of spool knitting or Lucet cord. And I have a piece here that I did earlier. And we're going to start the same way that I did the larger one. I'm going to stitch through the point to make the point pointy. And again, if you want to stitch a button on, now's a good time, or a bead, you can do that now. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now. Come a bit closer here. And again, through several times to really secure that point of the heart. And just like the larger heart, you can make like this one, like these ones I've made, the tassels on the end, or you can weave the ends in. It's totally up to you, whatever speaks to you. So here's the point is done. I'll stitch over that to secure it. Take it through, stitch through one more time, secure it nicely, and then bury your end and trim. Now with this heart, you're not going to do the crossover. You could if you wanted to, but with this one instead, what you're going to do is you're going to tie a knot here at the ends. And now bring one end down. These ones are going to stay up here to make the tie. You're going to take, again, divide your ends in half. And take the ends through the needle, fold over the eye and push the fold through. Take the end into one side of the heart and then over past the point and back in through, and then you're going to stitch back in through that knot and to make the tassel, you go back down in and come out at the tip here. And you pull up. And then the other half, okay, there we go. That end goes up to the top. This end now goes down and through and out at the point of the tip, and pull your ends through. And I like to take the ends around the first set of ends and then down and through, and that will tighten them up. Or if you prefer, if you'd rather do an overhand knot, that's just fine too. You just wrap the ends around your fingers and take the ends through, and then kind of smoosh that back, and then trim, and there's your tassel at the bottom. And again, divide in half. Take one set of ends through here, and then up and through, and up and through. Oops, somebody's car is honking outside. I hope it's not ours, and I hope that whoever it is will discover it and make it stop. Okay, and now you tie a knot again, and another knot, and then I like to twist the ends here to make it easier to tie the knot at the end of the hanger. And like sometimes you need to use your tip of your needle to encourage those ends to come through. And then there you go. And so you can, now with the spool knitted heart, it was a bit softer yarn than this one, so I took a few extra stitches, and I like to, like this one I used thread for the hanger, and I like to put a button or a charm or a bead on to embellish. And if you don't want to use the thread as the hanger, oops, I forgot to trim this one. If you don't want to use the thread as the hanger, you can easily just take an end of ribbon through it and hang it from either ribbon or string. And there you have two wonderful, easy to make, fun, simple happy hearts. So I wish you joy, I wish you happy, healthy hearts, and I wish you great delight and all good things. So, and actually you can tuck the little hearts inside the bottom of the large hearts. So be well and be happy, and I will see you again soon. Oh yeah, and the pattern for these hearts is in my Etsy shop. So go to tottytalkscrafts.com, and I'll post the link for the Etsy shop as well. And so see you again soon. Go to Noreen, okay, at Noreen.Crone-Findlay with no dash between the Crone and the Findlay for my Instagram. See you soon. Be well.